Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They hand off to their big tight end. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second down at 5. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's good for 21 yards on first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
You need for a good game.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Play action now. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The Broncos at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Sutton riddling it in on the left side. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
7-7, our score after 1. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ooh. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Dobbins. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Jackson going for it all. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of it.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and all the way home for the Broncos score. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield, because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's do this. Stay on point, fellas. It's going to be a good game. Come on, let's make it. 19. Let's get some points.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th.
Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Brissett rolling to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tim Patrick, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Play fake, Brissett. Finds Dulcich out left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A first down carry for Barkley. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run him about 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brissett. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, Brissett. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. From the red zone now, Brissett. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On second down, here's Barkley. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards, makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be caught inside the 10.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
To throw, Brissett. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
89 yards on the ground for him so far.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The kick by McManus is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Brissett.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On third down, Brissett. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the... The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Brissett's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Here's a give to Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll try to run the ball here with Sutton. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Play action now. Brissett. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Barkley will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Jackson's throw brought in by Austin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action now. Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They go play action with Brissett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Jackson to throw.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A handoff to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover.